Will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And his throw is incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run here with Akers. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Rams 14, 49ers 7. Michael Dixon set
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rams 14, 49ers 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
12 yards there and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Rams' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. This is Mostert, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, Don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On second down, Akers. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
The tackle made at his own 5-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Locke. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And Kittle catching the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Here's Mostert, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 7. And this is third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On play action, they'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second and 1. And that's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Rams first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 39-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down. Locke working out of the gun. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a dump off here complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
There's the ball carrier.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Working with his 2nd and 4. Stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Niners 28, Rams 21. Michael Dixon.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. On first down, they go with Mostert again. 5
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 37.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score it.
On the pickup.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7. Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the 49ers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.